everybody, and welcome back to another episode on 539. Today we are in southern Fort Wayne, Indiana at the Oddfellows Cemetery, and as you can see, there already are quite a few interesting structures and probably also a number of historic graves here. I've been dodging the storms all day, and so it'll be interesting to see if I'm able to actually get through this place without having to quit once again. So I really don't know. And so I was just over at the Lindenwood Cemetery trying to finish up there. Well, not really finish up, but do a lot more of the series that we're working on for that particular location. And unfortunately, it just started to storm really badly, and so I took off, and by the time the rain calmed down, I was around this area and just decided to stop by here and see what we can find. So I'm not really sure what order any of these are going to come out, but yeah, if you haven't checked out the Lindenwood series, make sure to check that out for a lot of really interesting mausoleums and historic structures, historic graves, things like that. So okay, well, immediately the first thing I'm noticing is whatever this is, but it appears to be significant for some reason. You can see they have definitely some decorative work that's been done on it at some point, but whatever it is at this point seems to be a complete mystery. This place looks really amazing. It's not super huge, but I'm thinking we might be able to do a multi-part series here. You can see right away that there's been some clear storm damage here. Looks incredibly recent and probably ended up causing some of the damage you see here in the middle. Wow, so that tree was probably rotting away for a while from the inside. Some of it looks pretty healthy. It's almost a shame that they don't find some use for it. Right here, you can see a bit of damage. And I would guess that this is recent. And you can see like there's a chunk missing here from when it got ripped out, and you can even tell real clearly the stress, the direction of the stress. So meaning that probably the tree fell obviously this way. You can see clear evidence of that. And then there is our main section of the memorial and a chunk missing. If you look down, our chunk is actually right here. So kind of sad. But again, shows you how dangerous some of the storms in this area can be. Evidence, this actually used to be some sort of path. I don't know, it might just have always been a grass pathway. Kind of interesting to see it. I don't know why, but we have some more damage here, but this is definitely historic damage. Almost impossible to tell. You can see it's split right in the middle. It might be Anna. I'm not 100% sure on that. A big gash in the ground here. Not exactly sure what that came from, but I'm not seeing any clear evidence of other memorials in here, but I cannot prove that that's not the case. It's definitely more wood down there. Huh. Well, I guess time will tell on that one. Always sad to see, but stuff like that happens in places like this, and there's just massive trees here, so it's bound to not only have happened many times before, but to happen again. So I'm hoping maybe we can get some sort of internal view here. Definitely an epic looking mausoleum. Some statue work right up at the top there. And this really interesting little circle drive here. And again, this is the International Order of Odd Fellows Cemetery. Another group similar to the Masons. Kind of a charity group. And also sort of a club of sorts, I guess. Oh, that scared me. Business hours are until 5 p.m. I'm allowed to be here past 5 p.m. Okay, good. So I'm guessing it's just till sundown. So this is the front side here. Let's get a view of that statue too. You can see even on the mausoleum, the IOOF is very clearly inscribed. You see the date of 1904 in memoriam. And I'm really not sure on the names. I don't think this is just a general like chapel or anything. You can see that the stone doors did work. And they are actually stone doors and not replacements. So there is somebody with a lock, or a key, excuse me, to open this lock here. But that might have to be for a future episode, if at all. And see all the copper residue that has come down with the rain over the years, making quite an incredible looking coloring on some of the stone. Let's go around this thing and see if we can maybe find some more information. That's weird. You can see a line going immediately down where it looks like this has been bowed, meaning what I think happened is either someone was like riding a motorcycle or a bike and just straight up right into it, or someone fell maybe. Oh wow, I don't want to make fun, I'm just Juno.com. When's the last time you've seen a Juno.com email? That's cool. And it goes pretty deep this way. You can see there's a outdoor like crematorium garden. And okay, so there is some more information here. Let's go ahead and get a little bit closer. You can see the building committee here. W.S. Rogers, president. L.S. Knoll, secretary. H.C. Zollinger, treasurer. R.S. Bell, looks like superintendent. And then H.G. Dawkins, H.C. Helmick, and T.F. McDougall. But again, no indication of this structure actually being used for any sort of burials. Maybe I'll have to call the Oddfellows and see if it's possible to get an interior view. It almost seems like this is, as you can see here, I can't read all these names, but I will hold this up for anybody that wants to pause and take a look. It says, in memoriam, New Haven Lodge number 253, International Order of Odd Fellows. And I'm wondering if this is everyone that has been lost at this chapter. And this memorial mausoleum has no actual graves or burials in it, but rather it's just a memorial to everyone. And you can see some maybe more recent inscriptions here on the side as well. I don't know, let me know what you think. I'm not seeing any indication so far that this is a real mausoleum, but maybe it's some of the founders of this chapter are actually buried here. I don't know. And I'm getting a closer view of this side, which is our final side, the original side that we came up on. It doesn't look like maybe there's anyone here. No indication of any actual burials, but maybe just a structure to memorialize everyone of the local IOOF chapter. Again, let me know what you think. Okay, well, I just turned the camera on to head in another direction, but immediately I found a zinc marker here. It appears to be completely intact, at least from this side. And here it is right here. We're gonna walk around. I don't know if this is maybe something similar to what we found, that maybe it's marking the road historically. It does seem like odd placement over there where my car is parked. And some more storm damage that we'll take a look here real quick, because it's quite a walk to get down to where I'm going. And we are here at the Euclid Family Memorial here. You see Abraham Euclid, 1822 to 1891, and Marion, his wife, 1827 to 1882. And then Ida, 1863 to 1868, and Rosa, 1865 to 1865. And then on the back here we have Albert, 1859 to 1894. And even another one on the other side, we have Paul here, 1847 to 1875. So a really cool metal memorial here. Again, you can kind of hear that it is hollow inside, although that one sounds different. It sounds like maybe they filled it in with something to protect it. So I don't know if that's something that's done, but let me know if you know. Okay, well, we're gonna head around now and check out some of this damage here, see if it's just tree damage or if it actually impacted anything. And then I think I've actually spotted another zinc memorial on our way to our outdoor crematorium, I guess it is. Again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Lots of chunks. Definitely semi-hollow. And, oh wow. So, I think this is the start. You can kind of see the headstone right there. And then you see the row here. Some of them appear to have been missed. At least one looks like it's been hit. You can see that it didn't actually take out the entire tree, only a section of it. Whoa, that's creepy. I don't know if you can notice it from here, but I'm gonna zoom. Those are big birds. I don't know if those are vultures or eagles. Kind of almost looks like they're maybe golden eagles or maybe bald eagles. I'd have to get close. It's hard for me to tell. We might have to walk around and see though. That's kind of cool. And then this tree is just crazy looking. It has vines and berries growing out of it. It's clearly like rotting. A lot of it is still alive, as you can tell though. So who knows how much longer it'll last. A decent amount of it looks to either have been eaten up by bees or maybe ants, termites. I'm not really sure. Let me know what you think. So let's see if we can get a, wow, there's no way to get a view of, whoa, you can see right here how black that is. I don't know if that's mold or if that's from a burn mark, like from lightning. But right here is our headstone. Literally impossible to tell what it is. And what I think is distinctive, I'm not sure, you can see a slight difference in the styles. In that you can see an inlay right here. And so I'm not sure if this is actually ground level or if it's been smashed down into the ground and is more looking like one of these. So kind of sad if that's the case, but I can't 100% for certain say that that's what happened. These are intimidating looking animals. I am going to get as close as I can here. We'll kind of go past some of these historic monuments here as we approach. Does that say sir? Oh, okay, I think I misread that. Yeah. 1820 to 1906. I can't really rename, what does that say? Peter Saradat and Susan Saradat, 1843 to 1920. You can see a more clear inscription here, a newer stone on some brand new cement here. See George, 1881 to 1905, Lewis, 1868 to 1931, Ida, 1900 to 1900, Hazel, 1909 to 1909, Betsy, 1923 to 1923, and John, 1913 to 1913. So lots of children that were lost in the first year. That's really sad. Okay, let's can't tell if it's starting to rain again. Those are not our birds. We're getting closer. I can't tell if they're vultures now. This is just so creepy looking.